Where have you been? I mean, I'm going to pull out some Kathy Mattea right now, honey. Where have you been? They're rage baiting you. So good afternoon, guys. Welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Welcome back to the channel. The wind is down, the air's coming in, the sun is bright. It's 55-ish degrees, beautiful. And thank you for all the happy birthday wishes, guys. I really appreciate it. Love you guys. Give me a hug. Thank you so much for being so good to me. Thank you for being so sweet to my family and all of your support. It's been a really good 24 hours or so, and I'm so glad to share that with you since, yesterday's video. And thank you so much. And you guys, you're just awesome. There's just no other way around it. If you want to, let me tell you a couple quick things, okay? So I won't be long-winded. Because my husband's taking me out for dinner. We're going to get wild and crazy. I know. He was like, should I make reservations? I said, don't do something like that. Please don't put that pressure on me. That means I'm actually going to have to wash my hair. I mean, I curled it right here. I mean, I got a little Nelly Olsen ringlet going on. That's about as far as I'm going today, baby. So, I mean, I'm like, I showered and stuff. And he's like, whatever you want to do. So we're just going to go get something casual. I'm going to go look for some new running shoes. That's what I wanted for my birthday. If I was like, I told James, I said, I have to get them. So it's just going to make, do you do that? I make items that that's kind of is it a need? Yes, because I run and I'm getting back into it. On really warm days, I do so much better when I run. I do. Speed walk, run, whatever. I sleep better. I think better. I feel better. The anxiety's gone, which we're feeling pretty good these days right now, right? A lot of hope and wonderful, wonderful thoughts. But I told him, I said, I'm going to need new running shoes before spring because I've worn the other ones down to a nub. And I said, let's just make it my birthday present. He was like, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to go look around for some new running shoes. What's your favorite? I've got 2 or 3 brands that I'm pretty partial to, but you never know. So I'm going to look for what's most comfortable and the best price. So we're going to see how that goes. So I don't know where we're going to go, but it's going to be wild and wacky, and we'll be home, about 7:50 and be ready for bed. Okay. That's how wild, so wild. Also, tomorrow, which is the 29th, I'm going to extend it. Tomorrow's the 29th. If you are interested in the potential of receiving a free Bible from me, you can email me. The email's down below in the description, Appalachia's Homestead with Patara at Outlook.com, and put free Bible in the title. Send your request, put your name and address, and I'll put you into the drawing. I haven't started sending them yet. I wanted the deadline to get here, which I was originally going to do today, but this video is going to go up later this evening, so therefore we'll make it tomorrow the 29th, and hopefully I'll get all of them sent out by the weekend. And so if you haven't received a Bible, probably by Valentine's Day-ish, depending on shipping times or whatever, then probably your name didn't get picked. And it's not that I'm just going to randomly do it. But here's the thing. I'm sending 25 and I've got several hundred requests. So be patient with me. Okay. So there's that. And number 2, y'all going to have to help me come up with some dance ideas because I got a little story to tell you real fast. So I did go through my emails last night. And I got an email from a mama, and she sent me a little video of her daughter. I don't even think she's 2 years old yet. And this baby gets up and she dances to my shorts from YouTube. You know, these silly little things I'm doing. They're fun. It's stress relief. We're being a little silly. You know, we're having fun. Remember that word we used to know? I know. It's coming back. And so this baby is dancing with me. She does if I move, if I do anything, I was doing the Trump dance in this particular one that I did 2 months ago or whatever. And honey, that little baby is if I remember correctly, I don't even think she's 2. And she's dancing away. Her name is Emily. So I told her we're going to have to do something else. I said, what kind of music does she like? She likes fast dance kind of country songs. So I was like, ooh. So I'm going to have to see if I can come up with that. I've already done a Morgan Wallen. So help me out there. Okay, we got to get something funky fun. I don't know. We may just do anything. So just know that if you see a little splurge and a lot of little shorts coming up, Mama P is babysitting baby Emily, okay? Just go with it. I love it. So James couldn't get enough. He was like, oh my gosh, the cutest thing ever. I told you. That man loves puppies and kittens, and he especially loves little babies. He loves babies. He loves little babies. He is just a big teddy bear, a Bigfoot teddy bear. So listen, let's talk about the meat and potatoes of all the things that are going on. I'm actually going to move. Okay, I'm going to move, and because the sun, can you see me? Okay, that's better. I'm so high tech, I rolled back about 2 feet to hide the sun from moving behind this big old cedar tree right here. So we're just so professional. So listen, I want to talk about something real quick, and I know you're seeing it. I don't really think it's being too successful right now. And it's so funny to me to see the smackdown that's going on right now, which needs to happen because people are unhinged in terms of feeling like they can just say or do anything to try to rage bait and gaslight. But you know, honestly, I don't think it's working out real well. At least to this moment, I don't see it being very impressive. So I'm going to say this, and I know you're going to say it with me. Say it with me. We told you. They're already trying to blame Trump for economic woes and for inflation, specifically the eggs. Now, I don't know about you, but my girls, let me tell you this afternoon alone, I just went and checked my coops 2 hours ago again, and I got 5 more eggs. The end of January is when you start seeing it. If you've got healthy hens and they've taken their winter break, they could still be, a lot of them are still in the break, right? But after molt, going into fall, they tend to pretty much slow down or stop laying. A lot of my girls are getting a little bit older, so they're like, yeah, we'll talk. We'll let you know when we're ready. They're like that. They're like me now, 48. They're just like, I'll let you know. So, but I got 5 eggs. I got 3 this morning and 5 this afternoon. So I'm going from like 1 to 2 to 3 to boom, 8 just in a couple of days. Now I know you go, gosh, for all the chickens you have, that's not a lot. Like I said, they're on break, and a lot of my girls are getting. Some of them are. They're geriatric, but they're doing great, and I love them. They're my girls. So be watching for that. The end of January into February, if you don't have severe cold snaps, they'll start laying because the days are getting longer. So see that supplemental lighting, you don't need it. Throw it out. See, just be patient. So egg prices, we know they're out the wazoo, and it is a shame, and we all know why that happened because, well, things are being pushed, and we're not doing that again. We're not doing pandemic again. We're just not going to do it. I mean, we're just not. You really should stop. Let us have our scrambled eggs and over easy eggs. Just stop, because it's really not working out. I'm not a big, I'm just, and so we know what administration. A lot of this bird flu stuff, it was going on about and raging as far as putting things down, and it's continuing to happen. When did this start? When? I'm sorry. Here's the deal. So they're trying to blame him. And you're seeing it. Is this not, I mean, even if you didn't vote for him, you know in the back of your mind how stupid this is, right? I mean, I'm going to give you some credit because you deserve it, because I know you're smarter than that. No. So let me tell you what happened to me yesterday, and I am not mad at this gal. She ended up, at first I'm going to be honest with you, if she sees this, I wasn't sure how to take her question, but I answered her honestly, and turned out just fine. Okay, so this is why you got to be cool with all this social media stuff. You just never know. It's hard to read people and their intentions sometimes. So you just got to be cool and go, okay, here's what I can tell you, and then just go from there. Worked out fine. So I'm not mad at this gal. But this was over on Facebook, and well, she was asking about Donald Trump, and she had stated, I'm paraphrasing, she had stated something to the effect that I had said, maybe I had discussed Trump and what he's going to do to cause inflation to come down. I wrote back, and like a bunch of other people were like, she's right. I've never told you and discussed how I feel inflation's going to come down under Trump. I hope and pray that it does. I think some of the policies and things that he's putting in can help, but do I think that's going to be today or next week? No. No, and that's the biggest thing that people need to understand is even if you implement things that are very helpful to the economy and to this country and to energy and all of this, that's not going to happen overnight, folks. Again, we have been pushed into the rabbit hole way down deep, and we're trying to start clawing ourselves out. That's not going to happen overnight. In fact, I wouldn't look for a whole lot of breathing room if we get it at all. My personal timeline, if we're lucky, 1 to 2 years. I'm sorry to tell you that. If it's sooner than that, fantastic. I don't have it, because how are you supposed to do that? So in my rebuttal, or my response, I should say, I was like, we went back and forth a little bit, and it was good. But I'm like, he just took office last week. And she just wanted to know the plan. Well, I think his policies of manufacturing coming in, or dealing with, there's a certain way you got to deal with things first and get things going before you're going to start seeing results in that and how they affect other things. And I do believe food prices are a part of that. Period. But I did respond. Let me show you. Well, I won't show you. Well, yeah, I will. Let me show you. Show you. So I've already gotten it out. So I told her, I'm keeping up with all these prices. I haven't been back to Aldi in about a month, but I'm going to keep up with prices. Now, we've been doing Aldi over the last 3 years, very specifically, and I'm going to keep up with that, okay? I want to know what it's doing, too. I mean, obviously, I voted for Trump. Everybody always, whatever. The orange man, bad. Is that a Trump hat? Sure, it sure is. Sure. But I'm hopeful, but at the same time, I just want somebody in there that can speak. Look how low the bar is. Is this not gross? The bar is so low. Okay, how about this? You can speak. You don't nap all day. You know where you are. You're not trying to send $200 billion to, infinity and beyond. And because where is that money? We don't know. You're finding out just how wackadoo this whole last administration has been. Do I think Trump is going to save the day in everything? I don't think any human being can. I'm going to be honest with you. I think they can improve it, and I think that he has hit the ground running. And overall, I'm giving a big thumbs up here. But here's what you've got. So you've got people. Now, I had kind of guessed at this, and I was getting wind of it, but last night was the first we turned on the TV, and I was watching something, AOC, and is it Elizabeth Warren? Come on, girl. Talking about egg prices. Were you worried about egg prices 3 years ago? Because I've been documenting it. This is my second little journal here on inflation, and I don't recall y'all caring too much. I don't recall these people that, I've listened to videos in the last 6 months of people that were basically telling you it's basically your fault if you can't afford food because you're not frugal enough, or you don't coupon enough, or digital coupon enough, or you don't chase the grocery store every day because, you know, you've got a kid and you homeschool your kid, or you work a job and you actually have a lot of other things you have to do other than, you know, going and doing grocery hauls every day. I mean, come on. So my point here is these people are continuing to gaslight you. This whole thing with, what's her name? Selena Gomez. Where were you when Laken Riley was murdered? If we want to stay in with what we think we align with, which is fine culturally, what about that little girl that wasn't she a Latina child in Texas? What was she, 11 or 12 years old? And those two men took her out by like the creek, and she never made it out of that scenario. Were you crying for her? Were you crying for her? Where were these people when it came to egg prices specifically, butter, bread, all of these things we've watched just go crazy over the last 3 to 4 years? Where have you been? I mean, I'm going to pull out some Kathy Mattea right now, honey. Where have you been? They're rage baiting you. Maybe not you, not me. I mean, if I can be blunt here just for a second, it pisses me off because I know how they're trying to warp everyone's mind. Instead of being consistent and trying to find a solution. No. So out of the gate, the man hasn't even been in office 8 days, 9 days. And suddenly he's the reason for your eggs being so expensive. Yeah. That's how dumb it is. And it's going to continue to be dumb. Like I said, I think overall these people are so desperate and grasping for straws so hard because they're trying to push these narratives. And overall, I don't think it's working out real well. I mean, I just don't. I think they have found out that the things and people they thought, oh yeah, I'm going to have this big backing. You really don't. Because people are broke. People are struggling. People are fed up. People want, at the end of the day, the average American is truly probably more in the mushy middle, doesn't want to be involved in a whole lot of politics, although politics always finds you now, doesn't it? It doesn't matter what you do, who you are, it finds you. But I think most people are like, I'm so over it. Shut up. You're full of it. I'm just going to give the man a chance and move forward and see where we are in 6 months to a year. Fair enough. Fair enough. So yeah, I don't think it's working. But I mean, you know, you never know when people talk like that and they mess with people's minds. It doesn't take a whole lot of people in terms of getting them upset to pop something off. And I'm not predicting that. I'm just saying, I feel like that's what they've kind of attempted to do. And it's so irritating to me because instead of coming up with a solution, instead of saying, I despise Donald Trump, but my people need to eat. The people I represent in my district need to eat. So we're going to try to work with this and get the job done. No. In other words, we're not going to play this game. It really makes them and anyone falling in line with that, it makes them look really, really bad. Which is why I think you're seeing a lot of people shut up to a degree or kind of simmer down or flip over just a little bit. Because I'm sorry, the narrative is not working, but they are trying. So don't let these people rage bait you. Don't let these people gaslight you. Who knows what tomorrow's going to be like? Who knows what a year is going to look like from it, where we're going to be? There's a lot going on. And the safety of our citizens and the sovereignty of our nation is personally at this point looking to be number one, and I'm all for it. We want peace. We want energy. We want somebody that can speak in a full sentence. And yes, thank you. I mean, that's pretty much the goal right now. So I don't know if you're seeing all this. What are you seeing? Again, if you have chickens, I hope your girls are just starting to give you those eggs so you don't have to worry about it, because I know you're paying for that feed. And so, again, Will inflation come down? Well, inflation supposedly has come down. Although I've seen, as I said like a week or so ago, I saw, and we talked about, I felt prices since Christmas have gone back up. Even my husband was like, is it just me? I'm like, nope, not just you. But will prices come down? I don't know. I don't know. This is, again, so important to remind you. Be debt-free as much as you physically can. Every time you can be debt-free, that helps to cushion you for a nest egg. It helps to cushion you for harder times. It helps to cushion you to build your pantry. All of these things. That's the goal. That's the goal. So I hope this helps you out. We're going to get back onto an Aldi inflation video, hopefully by the end of the week. I'll have to head over there and check some things out. I want to get a price now because I want to keep up with it. I don't know if we'll do it every month. We'll just have to wait and see. But I want to record it at the end of January, by January 31st-ish. And that way we know where we are in the beginning of the year. And then we'll know by spring, summer, and it'll vary. It always does a little bit, depending on the season or whatever. But we'll keep up with it. Hey, I want what's best for the country, and I want what's best for you. So we're going to work together, and we're going to keep up with it. Don't let them bait you. I know you're smarter than that, because you're smarter than me. But I'm just saying, it's really reaching right now. It's so your fault. It's so your fault. That marinara that used to be 85 cents at Aldi is now like $2.59. I'll never get over that one. And the jelly, the grape jelly that used to be 85 cents is like $2.55 now. But because you didn't go clip your digital coupon today, which Aldi doesn't even have that, but it's your fault, right? It's your fault. They tried to psychologically warp you and everyone else here over the last couple of years, because they're not going to take any blame for it. They're not accountable at all. It's your fault. It's your fault. That's the game. Like, subscribe, and share. Pray, prep, and be peaceful. Thank you so much for your kindness and your sweetness all the time. And guys, like I said, if you want the Bible, if you want to put your name into the drawing, if you will, for a free Bible, the email is down below. Cutoff will be tomorrow the 29th. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Lots going on. Can't keep up with it. It's so much. Keep praying. It's going to work out. And I will see you on the next video.